to be here on a day where Anna Griffin is joining us on a big crafting day. One thing I want to share, and Anna Griffin, by the way, welcome. I am so proud of you for starting this company over 30 years ago.
Thank you. And I mean, half of it spent with you on HSN.
True.
Isn't that incredible?
Amazing. I remember the day you joined us, we were like, yes, we're going big. So Anna, we're gonna start with the amazing Empress Elite. I know this was a very popular commodity prior to the holidays, and I wanna say this is a repeat price. Just because you got it a little bit later doesn't mean you have to pay extra in all cases. But this is the only place that we can get this machine with both of the sized plates, isn't it?
Exactly. There's an exclusive configuration that HSN has. It's our Empress Elite. It's a personal electronic die cutting and embossing machine. It is, it's like an extra pair of hands, and it does give you an ability that you wouldn't have otherwise, right? So we're talking about the ease of crafting, transformation of plain paper into extraordinary works of art. So this machine's going to do that for you. So what's neat about the Empress Elite is that it is on a little turntable. Okay, so this is part of the machine. I'm just going to move it into the camera so that you can see a little better. It actually has just one power button and a run button and a reverse button. And the Lazy Susan, which we call it, or the turntable, is part of this. So it comes with it. You don't have to purchase it separately. And it has a 360-degree turning radius, which is really, really great. Now, from here, the machine does have two handles on either side so that you can pick it up and move it across the room or across your craft workspace. But this is where it gets really exciting, and that is it comes with both plate systems. This is our 6x8 plate system and our 8x13-inch plate system. This is the part where most people have to pay extra, and we say this is the thing that's going to allow you to get more done in less time. But I want to start at the beginning, like when you're thinking about die cutting. I was like, why die cutting and why an Empress Elite machine? We have a beautiful new card crafting kit on today, and it's called the Mirror Card Crafting Kit, and you can see how those things are really pretty, all put together on a regular sized 5x7 card. But when you actually move into die cutting, right, those same elements can become shaped cards and beautiful expressions of your feelings and thoughts toward another. Now, we're talking about transforming rectangles into beautiful shapes. And so for me, die cutting was the thing that changed everything, right? We started out on HSN a long time ago, 15 years ago, and we actually had a manual machine with Cricut and the Cuttlebug, and boy, have things changed. So we're talking about having this large plate system. I have 4 12-inch borders. This is about doing more with less space. We're transforming a plain piece of paper into some extraordinary 12-inch borders. Now, a 12-inch border, you think it's like, I like scrapbooking. We think being able to add this kind of incredible dimension to something that you might put in an album, right? But if you're thinking about any of this for card making or your paper crafting projects, this is really where we're talking about incredible professional results every single time in a way that edge to edge, right? So every bit of this, I'm just going to peel this one out too.
Wow,
you can see that we are really making it crafty, right?
Oh.
So things like this are designed to make your life easier and more beautiful. So, Callie, I'm thinking you like this machine. You think it's good, right?
It's such a beautiful thing to add to your crafting room and your space. I mean, it looks great just sitting there without you even seeing the end result of the intricacies of those cuts and the embossing. You know, it's almost like it's a hand-free situation. Literally, you don't even have to really do anything other than stack up your plates, whatever size you want, and push them through with one touch of a button. I love the rotational turntable that you get with this machine. And just as a point of reference, you guys, this machine on its own is $30 more than this whole bundle that you're getting. So let's break this down for you. There it is, $330. You're getting it for $299. And then look at all the things we give you without charging you. All the large plates, the small plates, the turntable. You're getting, of course, everything that you're seeing on that list that tallies up to over to $424. So to get it at $299. And don't forget, this is also on 5 Flex, so it's $59.99 to get delivery. If you have an HSN card, $49.99. And don't forget about this, if you've already made a purchase or two today, you know, $7.50 is the max you will spend on shipping charges today. There's a shopping cart on a big crafting day. We want you to load up that basket with all the things that you need. And it's easy, I think, Anna, for us to have all the little, you know, bits and bobs, but when it comes to really getting down to the best work you can do, you got to have a machine like this, and this is the top of the line.
Right, it really does give you a crafting superpower right there in your own home. And one of those things about making something bigger and better than ever, with those large plates and the dies that fit on those large plates, you're able to make projects that are twice the size of a normal machine. I know way back when we were doing the manual hand crank machines, right, we didn't ever think about being able to get something like this to happen in a single pass, because it was just too hard, and quite frankly the opening was too small. So when we're thinking about die cutting and embossing, you are able to do all kinds of different materials, putting different things to cut through the machine. So we think about card stocks and lightweight papers like vellum or tissue paper or shimmer cardstock, or even like you get a little thicker like a watercolor paper. Right, faux suede, all those things that we like to cut with our electronic machines, right? Faux leather and craft foam and chipboard. You see all those same beautiful details engraved, embossed, and die cut into all those different materials. So that's where it gets really exciting. So I'm going to show you one of the things that I love to make with my large plate system is any one of our easel card dies. And so this is going to, you need a lot of extra space. So here we're going to take that, and this is going to actually make the entire card in one pass. And so we couldn't do that way back when. And so when you're thinking about all the advancements in technology, we've incorporated a few of them into the machine. There's a USB charging port on the back. There's that turntable that allows you to get, you know, really good with your space preparation. But look at so what I want to point out is the embossing for the score lines for the background of what we're about to make, which is a bicycle card. And so when we have dies that have been engineered like this to create something really extraordinary, we love to use our Empress machine to do that. And so here we want to take the little bicycle die and put it on top of the card that we just cut. And then here's how it goes, right? It goes
cute?
Up and back. And 3D, very 3D. I think this belongs somewhere else, but I'm going to put it under the tire. What do you think? I'm going to put that one under the tire, and then it's going to stand. So what's so nice about that is that all of that big card that we made, we didn't have to worry about really measuring or cutting or anything. And every single time, the details that come out of the other side of the machine, they're a product of how well the dies are made, right? And if you're thinking, all right, do I have to have Anna Griffin dies to use that Elite machine? You do not.
Good point.
If you have any dies and folders and from any manufacturer, you have the ability to cut and emboss with ease.
This is so exciting to do this. And, you know, and I was just thinking, because I know you go to a lot of, you know, the live events where you everybody is so excited to meet you and have your autograph. And as you educate and teach people how to craft, I mean, you know, there's a lot of people that are starting at, you know, zero. And then there's a lot of people that are experts and have followed you for all your 30 years. What would you say to somebody who might be getting started in the world of crafting who does not yet have a machine like this? Do they really need it?
Well, I think, do we need anything, Callie? Oh, I think, a considered preference is kind of how I would answer you. I think if you're somebody that's interested in upping your crafting game, or you want to take it to the next level, literally, a die cutting machine is exactly the way to do that. And it takes literally no level of understanding, or really, it's just about desire. So we have an incredible little booklet that comes with every one of the machines, and it does talk to you about the ease of use, and the one button, power button, and the run button. And these are the little sandwiches that you make with the plates, depending on what you want to achieve, whether you want to die cut or emboss. And so that comes with it. And we have a power cord and the Lazy Susan or the turntable. And so it's as simple as I just made it seem and sound, because really, to transform some beautiful piece of vellum, and you see this is a 3D embossing folder, so all those details in what is a delicate type of paper, right? We are able to cut with exact precision, because the magnetic mat is going to hold whatever we're cutting in place. It's going to hold the paper in place. And so let's make something with that. This is the part where you were just asking. It's like, does it make it better? What can we hope to achieve? I think that we can take our embossing, add it to just about anything that we want to create, and really it's about getting it done, right? We're doing it with ease, and cheers to another year. I think this is clearly for our anniversary here on HSN. Yeah, you haven't kicked us out yet. We're still going, and how much fun. I remember our first show together, Callie. We, gosh, it was you, and we talked to your brother, and I made a journal that you gave to him. And it wasn't, see, those are wonderful memories that I have of being on HSN with you and
That's
all
amazing.
that.
That was my 10th anniversary 15 years ago that we were together.
Isn't that something? I mean, we've been together since, but anyway, I love the thought. So, okay, let me just keep astounding you with all the ways that you can use this. All right, so these are rub-on transfers, and I'm using a die, and because I want to make a really pretty little composition. And so I'm going to use the machine to press the rub-on into the paper. And the best thing about the small plates and the Empress Elite is that they can go through the machine vertically or horizontally, so that the normal wear and tear on the plate system, because we're cutting into the magnetic mat, it really saves your A plates over time, and those are the ones that are at the top of the sandwich. All right, so look at that. It's flawless execution on a rub-on transfer, because of the evenness of the pressure through the machine. So when we're thinking, oh, I want to make something, and I want to make it right, I want to make it special, this is how we're going to do that. So we're going to take look at that, pretty, like lots and lots of patterns, and I'm missing the rest of it. Okay, well, you get the idea. When we're thinking about transforming paper into something that's plain, into something that's extravagant.
It's amazing, right? How you take it to the next level.
Die.
I mean, you can't do any of that with just your own fingers and, scissors and glue guns and all of those things. So having a die cutting machine really is a treat. And this price,